Hello, love. Thanks for coming back for another video. Today's video is how to care less what other people think. You know you need this video if you stress out a lot about what other people are thinking, or you get sad about it, or anxious about it, or just upset in general. And so this video is for you today. I'm happy to make it. It's important that you learn to detach a little bit, right? But here's the reality. You know what? You're never not going to care what other people think about you. And actually, it's because you're an amazing person. You're sweet, you're kind, you're sensitive. It's important for you, for people to like you, and that is not a bad thing at all. So instead of trying to change your DNA, which you're always going to care, it's what makes you amazing, we're going to work at 3 things that are going to help you to put perspective on what people are thinking and help set you free, okay? Number 1, the first thing you really want to know is that people aren't really thinking about you what you think they're thinking about you. And how do I know that? Because you're making up what you think people are thinking about you. For example, somebody gives you a weird look, or maybe looks sideways at you, or you feel like they're disapproving of you in some way, and all of a sudden your mind goes on a trip about all the stuff that look means. Oh, it means they don't like me. It means they're not listening to what I'm saying. It means they don't care. It means they're tuned out, whatever. The list goes on and on and on. And you start making up meanings, right? So here's the reality. If you're going to make stuff up about what you think people are thinking about you, why not make up something awesome? It's not other people saying stuff to you that you have to monitor more fiercely. It's what you say to yourself that you have to monitor more fiercely. You know, when you walk into a room of people, instead of assuming that people are not liking you, they're not picking up what you're laying down, or smelling what you're stepping in, or bagging what you're mowing. I could do this all day. Assume that they are jiving with you, and they do really like you, and they do want to hear what you have to say. And that'll be uncomfortable at first, but after a while you'll start to see that reciprocated, right? Seek and you shall find, you know. So you want to start to shift your focus and look for the positive. But again, you're making up what people are thinking about you, and half the time they're not even thinking what you think they're thinking. How do I know that? Because point number 2, people aren't really thinking about you that much. Listen, you are amazing. You are beautiful. You are wonderful. You are cool. You are special. You are all these things. And people are not thinking about you that much. How do I know? Because we're all egotistical. And at the end of the day, people are usually spending a lot more time thinking about themselves than they are thinking about you, right? And if they are thinking about you more than they're thinking about themselves, how sad is that, right? What does that say about how they really feel about themselves? But I know at the end of the day that people are thinking about themselves. For example, you're watching this video of me talk right now to you, and I know that you're not thinking about me right now. You're listening to what I'm saying, and you're applying it to you to see, do I believe what she's saying? Does it line up with me? How can I apply it to my own life? So while we're interacting through video right now, when we get together in these videos, it's not about me anyway, right? If I actually thought it was about me and got nervous, oh, what am I going to say in my video? I would be doing you a disservice, because it's not about me at the end of the day, right? People aren't thinking about you. They're thinking about themselves. And the third thing, which I find probably the most important thing. So number 1 is you're making up what people are thinking about you most of the time. So make it something good. Number 2 is people really aren't thinking about you that much. They're thinking about themselves. Number 3, the most important thing, you need to do a frenemy inventory. Let's say, nope, you're not making it up, and yes, you have heard it, and somebody in your peer group actually told you some of the stuff that people are saying about you, or you've heard it another way. It's time to do a delete, right? A block, a delete. If it's in this world where you're online and people are making crazy, stupid comments to you, and you're like having to get nervous every time you post something and wondering who's going to say something stupid, block, delete. Life's too long for you to stress out like that, right? It's way too long for you to stress out. So I want you to really take an inventory of who's in your life. I went to lunch the other day when I was thinking about doing this blog post, and I was sitting across, I was just eating a salad, just sitting there minding my own business, and there was these people sitting next to me who actually were talking about something. They were talking about their friend Jennifer. And I'm going to tell you, they went on and on about Jennifer. And as I sat there, all I could think of was, I'm so glad I'm not Jennifer. I would hate to be that friend of theirs that they're wasting all that time talking about her, because believe me, what people say about you says more about them than it does about you. I got a real good beat on the people sitting next to me. I could tell what kind of people they were, what kind of friends they were, just by listening to them talk about their other friend. It was pretty bad. And if I thought to myself, boy, I wish I could get my hands on Jennifer so I could tell her to like ditch a couple people and move on in a different direction. And you might have to do that too. There might be some people in your friend group who actually aren't really your friends. They're saying some negative shit about you. You know what? It's time to move on. Life's too long to have friends that don't believe in you, that don't support you. You don't deserve that, right? You're not like that quote. I can't remember the name of the guy who quoted it, but you're not the jackass whisperer. It's not your job to win over the haters. You're not the jackass whisperer. It's just time to move on. So in one of those three areas, you'll be able to care a little less what people think. If you're making it up, that's simple. You can start to learn how to change your internal dialogue to yourself. If it's just a shift in mindset, like they're probably not thinking about me anyway, it's not really about me, that's great too. Or the little harder thing is to go around and see what you need to do in your life and who you need to get rid of and do an inventory. Go to lovecoachheidi.com. Over there, I have lots of cool tips and helps and help and workshops and things like that can help you in your quest to really learn how to love yourself more. I think life is a journey to loving yourself. And we're all on that journey, right? So it's our job to figure out where we're not loving ourselves, where we're selling ourselves short, and make a concerted effort to fix the things in our lives that we're not happy with, right? You deserve that, and it's your time to do that. Anyway, take great care. I'll talk to you in another video. Make sure to share if you found it helpful, okay? I love you. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.